Sorry that I'm dressed like a bank robber right now, but this is my comfy clothes. And I'm wearing a hat because my hair is a little fucked up. Because it's been like what? Maybe almost 4 weeks since I got a haircut. So yeah, y'all deal. Yeah, so this is my first review. The show that I chose is Insecure. Loved the show. Loved it the first episode it premiered. So yeah, we're on season 4 now. And it premiered last night. And the name of this episode is Low Key Feeling Myself. Episode 1, season 4. So the episode opened with Issa's apartment, looking around, and then we get to Issa on the couch, and she's on the phone looking all somber, and she said that I ain't fucking with Molly. I'm like, oh man, I guess this season is, we're analyzing their friendship. Girls did it, but you know what? That's different. It's a whole different show. So I'm interested in seeing how that's going to play out. Now, while she's watching TV, we have the parody TV show within a TV show that they do usually every season, and they do it on Dear White People too. This one I noticed is a cameo from Terry Vaughn. You know her. I didn't know her. I had to Google her name, but you know her. She's from the Steve Harvey Show. She was like Cedric's love interest or something like that. Anyway, back to the story. They're doing the whole Shonda Rhimes type shit where it's like, oh, okay, 4 months earlier, before the block party. So we get to the present time where they left off. Issa's trying to do a block party for the neighborhood. I believe she lives in Inglewood. So we cut to Self-Care Sunday with Molly and Issa. I love their friendship. I really do. Like, if I was a person in that friendship, I would be more so Issa. Molly reminds me of one of my best friends. I'm not going to say who it is because they may watch the show. So it also looks like, Issa's in a good place right now. Like, we don't hear anything about Nathan yet. But so far, it looks like she has her confidence back. She doesn't have a job yet or a man right now, but she's happy. And that's the thing. Like, good. She's happy. So we go to the next scene. And what I love about Insecure is they have the LA scenery, zoom in on 3 parts of it, then the scene. So we get to Issa. So she's meeting up with Condola to talk about the block party. And as they're talking, basically Issa doesn't know yet that Condola is dating Lawrence. And it says they've been dating for a month. I really love their friendship. Like, it's really good chemistry. It seems like she's rubbing off on Issa in a good way. It's a nice friendship or whatever, a nice new one. It just sucks that she's dating her ex. And I really hope that they don't put her back with Lawrence. I like them apart. I don't think they should be together. That's just me. All right. Meanwhile, across town, you have Molly and Asian Bay. Asian Bay is a really good casting choice. We remember him from season 3 in the Coachella episode. I'm glad she gave him a chance, but I just know it. I just know that Molly's going to fuck it up somehow. I just know it. I know she is. But yes, their date's going good. They're bowling or whatever. We're setting the foundation for their relationship, and I'm pretty sure it's going to fall apart. Okay, so now we get to the first sex scene of the season. And it is a very realistic one. It's Issa and a larger gentleman. And I can say that, it may not be the most appealing to everyone, but I appreciate how real it is because I have a lot of female friends that have, they fuck niggas that big or they talking to somebody, and the guy wasn't even that fat. He's just larger. And I just can appreciate the scene because there's an awkwardness in sex that's just not portrayed on TV for some reason. And I appreciate that Insecure, as well as Girls did before, like they showed the awkwardness of sex. But yeah, that was a very realistic scene. I'm just like, okay. I also love the quote, "Welcome to a full-size nigga." That was for the audience, honestly. And we find out that he is, he's TSA Bay. I see that as a fuck buddy. Fine. Everyone needs a fuck buddy. Who doesn't? Look, if I can invite my fuck buddy over right now during this quarantine, I would. I would. Anywho, back to the episode. He works for TSA. He's a security guard, and yeah, it looks like nothing serious. It just looks like a fuck buddy situation. So the next scene, we see Issa and Molly shopping. It looks like Issa is returning and buying and returning clothes again and switching them out like a Sheree or Marlo Hampton type way so she can keep up with Condola. It seems that, she's a little insecure about, her friendship with Condola and just keeping up with her. But yeah, it's a pretty funny scene. And then we also get our first mention of Nathan because Molly is dating Asian Bae. And good. I mean, I'm glad that she's done with Nathan. Speaking of Nathan, Kendrick Sampson, call me. I know you play for my team. I know you do. I know you do. I wonder if he's going to be on this season, though. I mean, he seemed like he could use the check. All right, so we cut to Condola's job, and we see, Tiffany's first scene of the season. She is still pregnant. Like, it looks like she's like 8 or 9 months pregnant now, but damn, she was pregnant all of season 3, and now she's pregnant in season 4. Okay, fine, whatever. Shout out to Amanda Seales. Maybe she'll unblock me. Maybe. So yeah, this is the scene where, the awkward scene where Issa finds out that Condola is dating Lawrence. And yeah, it's every bit as awkward as you would think it would be. So then when I was looking at this scene, I was wondering, would I be mad at Tiffany? Because Tiffany basically said that she thought it was just like a one and done thing, one situation. Now personally, fuck that. If I had a friend and they went on one date, just one date, even if it was one date with one of my other friends' ex, like a serious ex, I would definitely let both friends know. Like, I don't know, that's just how I roll. Like, I think I would kind of be mad at Tiffany, but that's just my opinion. I'm not sure, but I'm just that type of friend where I want to give people a heads up. So this awkwardness would have never happened in the first place. So then Issa basically just brushes it off, and yeah, we have a very hilarious sex scene that's, a false sex scene of Lawrence, like, pounding Condola in Issa's mind. But seriously, like, they've been dating for a month, and you're cool with her like that, then there was no overlap at all in talking about dating and anything? I'm really surprised that she's just finding out in a month. It's weird. Now, personally, in gay world, everybody know everybody. Everybody. And all I had to do was just look at Instagram, honestly. And that's like, do they have Instagram on the show? I'm pretty sure that in her stories or something, she was with Lawrence. Like, it's just weird. That's the only plot hole I could think of. Like, how could she not know for a month? A month. So we get back to Lawrence's crib, and we notice that the parody show also has a cameo from Portia and Ray J. I mean, go Portia. I mean, get 2 checks on a Sunday. Wow. Ray J, fuck him. So yeah, Condola lets Lawrence know that, hey, I'm friends with your ex. And then the awkwardness ensues, and now it's kind of unclear whether or not they want to keep it going. So she leaves in a hurry. And all right, so we get to Issa's place, and she's setting up the party, and then she meets Condola for the first time since, she found out the big news. And now it's just all awkward, and like don't even know whether she should hug her or not. That's going to be trouble, I'm sure. Then we cut to Molly with Asian Bae on their way to the vendor party, and look how fast that happened. So Asian Bae basically says that he's dating other people as well as Molly, and Molly just says like, oh, and in true Molly fashion, she brushes it off jokingly when it really is a big deal. Now, personally, if I'm dating someone, like maybe I'm on date 1 or 2 or even 3, what they're doing is none of my business outside of what we're doing. As long as they're not already in a relationship or married, like, yeah, like that shouldn't be any of my business, like about them dating. Yeah, it's okay for that person to date, in my opinion. Now, when that conversation happens of exclusivity, then yes, I'm gonna care. Like, I want to see you exclusive. Like, but Molly, come on. Here we go with the self-sabotaging. I love Molly, but it just frustrates me how she just doesn't want to be happy. She just doesn't. All right, so we get to the party with the vendors, and can I just say, Kelly on this show is the funniest character. Like, eats up every scene she's in. Best supporting actress, hands down. Well, outside of Molly, but Kelly is hilarious. Shout out to Natasha Rothwell. Really, really, she's really good. I love her. She had me laughing through that part. So at the party, it's pretty obvious that the chemistry is off between Issa and Condola. Everyone is seeing it, and of course it is. I mean, she's dating her ex of 5 years, and where she's kind of like spiraled because of that breakup. So yeah, I get it. Very awkward communication. So Issa's working the room, and she's like, doubting herself, and we having all these like awkward conversations with the vendors trying to get the sponsorship. Yeah, like she's just really doubting herself. It's just really awkward. Molly gets there with Asian Bae, starts treating them like trash, like every good man that comes in her life. Like, oh my God. I just I think to myself, like, I hope I'm not like this with people that I'm dating or prospects. Honestly, that's who I call them. I call them prospects. So the party, comes off on a rough start until Issa like takes the stage, and then like she finally just speaks from her heart about why she's putting on this event in the first place. And really, it really shows like when Issa's in her bag, she's in her bag, and I love seeing her. Like, I love seeing her excel. Honestly, the party's over. It's a success. We get to Molly discussing her situation with Issa. And Issa, I think, was really supportive. She was like, "Girl, what are you doing? Like, he's a good guy, and what you expect everyone on the first date to be exclusive." She takes that into consideration. So then Issa tells her situation, or she finds that out through Tiffany in the party earlier, and Molly just comes off really like mad judgmental, like saying, "Girl, like, why you always have your life this messy? It seemed like you like it." Now you notice the balance right here, the unbalance. First off, Molly told Issa her problem. Issa actually gave her advice that will help. Now, vice versa, Molly's like judgmental as fuck, and I'm pretty sure that there was a way she could have said it to where it provided a solution, whether as judgment. Now we all had that one friend. That person, he or she, is the last to know. But yeah. Side note, can I just say, Paula Jai Parker, she was a good guest actor on this episode. I really liked her. And if you don't know her, she's the chick from Friday. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. And I think she does the voice of the mom from the Proud Family too. I enjoyed her on this show. I hope she comes back. Molly actually takes Issa's advice, and she texts Asian Bae and be like, and she finally tells him what's on her mind, which she should have just done in the first fucking place, honestly. So we get to the next scene of Condola going to Lawrence's crib and saying, everything is fine. They're going to work through it, and I guess she's still going to work with Issa. And then we have a sex scene again. Well done. Really well done sex scene. Well done. And then the episode ends with contention between Issa and Molly, basically. Just how it ends. Yeah, so I like this first episode. I mean, it wasn't like, had me on the edge of my seat or had me dying laughing, but the first episode of season 4, like they're 4 seasons in. They're basically like setting up the foundation for this season. So I get it. It's going to be a little slow. It's going to give us a little bit of comedy, a little bit of drama. So I'm expecting it to go steadily up. But I enjoyed this episode. I don't think it was bad at all. I love the writing and the music. Just the music and the cinematography of this show is a fucking 1, honestly. Now the question that I pose to everyone, and let me know in the comments, is if you found out that your friend, let's say you knew them for like maybe a month or two, and you just find out that they were dating your ex that you were with for 5 years, would you still be friends with them? Now, I'm real grown. Like I love to like forgive and forget, but I don't know. That's hard for me. I think I wouldn't be able to. Like the friendship would be completely different. I couldn't do it. There's just so much like history in 5 years, especially if I get to like a dark place because of that person and I'm just getting over them. Like, no, I don't think I could do it. I'm trying to think of like in a perfect world, like even if it was amicable, I just don't want to, especially if I'm like building a good friendship. Like, even if we have so much in common, I don't think it could work. I don't know. Like, so I can't wait to see what they do with this. Yeah, I can't wait to see the next episode. I want to see where they bring this, because I personally couldn't do it. I couldn't. So I get that Issa wants to do the block party so bad. You know what? I would wait until after the block party and then never speak to that person again. It is what it is. So yeah, that was the review of the first episode of season 4 of Insecure. I might do one more review this week, and it might be the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because I love those rich bitches. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Bye.